Hello everyone. So for today's video, the title is Misconceptions I've Heard, or the hint prompt. I'd like to put clearing up as part of that because there are a lot of misconceptions, but you could just say all these things and go from there. So one of the misconceptions, and these aren't in any order, is that there's a look to EDS. That's so far from the truth. I did talk about this in the Awareness 2019, and we actually did a video on the look of EDS, and we showed how there are so many different looks. It's all races, all genders, all, you name it. Sizes of people, heavy, thin, whatever you want to say, it's possible they have EDS. You cannot look at someone and say, you don't have EDS because you don't look like this. You can look at someone and say, you might have EDS because you have a certain look, or even more common is ways you sit, ways you hold your hands, different things like that. Is some of those things that I'm actually using as I look back in family history to try and figure out. There's certain hints of things like that, like the way they held their hands in pictures, that most people in the pictures don't, but of that time, but they do. Different things like that. 2, you don't have EDS because you aren't hypermobile everywhere. You can't do this or you can't do that. Maybe you're one who can't do the thumb to the forearm. I heard doctors say that you can't have EDS because you don't do that one thing, but you do all the rest of the bite and scale. That's wrong. There's only a certain number of points based on your age that you need to get, and it's not 9, which is all of them. It's never 9, even as a young child. So there's that. Another thing, that the pinky back means your pinky should touch the back of your hand. Like this part should touch this part to be hypermobile. No! That is past 90. That counts. I just wanted to make that clear. Another one. You go into a new doctor. You need to show me that you have all of the Brighton scale for me to know you have EDS. No. When you're diagnosed, and it stays the same. Doing the tricks repeatedly for every new doctor is going to be worse off. Let alone for every doctor, every physical therapist, every medical professional, every judge, for when you go for disability, every disability services officer, etc., 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 etc. I could go into depth on the number of people I've heard either have been asked or asking for that. 3, you can only check for 3 types of EDS. There's only genetic genes for 3 types of EDS, or you do not have the genetic gene, so you can't have EDS. There are a lot more types I've gone that can be tested for all of the genetic types, or all of the EDS types even, but HEDS can be tested for. However, HEDS, the gene is not known. So both of those are incorrect. EDS does not cause pain, dislocations, any of that. That's about the farthest from the truth you can get. Yes, there are things you can do to minimize the pain or even get rid of it by making sure you're doing your PT and stuff like that. that especially when it's been undiagnosed or you're in a flare or things like that, you will have pain. You will have dislocations, different things like that. So, I just wanted to clear those things up. There are probably 1,000 more different types and different misconceptions and everything. Watch for people who are putting that out today. And you'll probably see a lot more of those misconceptions. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.